Alright, after last video's failure with Kale, not that I'd think it was terrible, but it could have been better. Especially in the early game, I think we're going to move on to a character that is a bit more in the meta. Not that that means that I will do particularly well with them, but still. And that's going to be Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. Alright, and that also brings us to like almost, that's what, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more DPSs to get through, and we're done with the DPS category. Alright, so Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he transforms at level 7. He gets a HP buff, an all attack up, and the damage dealt by his passive also goes up. His passive, an ability that grants buffs in adverse situations, so he will deal more damage to heroes that have a higher percent of HP than himself. So if you're in a situation where you have lower HP than the person that you're fighting, then you will do more damage than them. His rush attack will become powered up at set intervals. And so it's pretty standard, but like every now and then you'll do like a big rush attack. It doesn't do crazy damage, but like it's nice. Alright, his skill 1. This is his bread and butter. It is a long range Kamehameha. This skill is very similar to God Goku's, but you are stationary, so you cannot move while you're moving. And you have reduced movement speed while you're charging it. And it has to be charged to max. Like, you very rarely do want to just throw this out. But you can redirect it. You can move it around once you finish. You just can't move your character. This move, it's full invul whenever you're actually in the sky. Deals more damage the less HP an enemy has, so it's very good for a finisher. But to be honest, the biggest thing that this gives is it's a really good get out of jail card. Like, it's very good for movement. You can re-enter the command to move back to where you were before, but I feel like the better thing to use the skill for is to actually move, because you're going to be doing most of your damage with the Kamehameha. Instant transmission. So this basically allows you to teleport to almost anywhere on the map. Anywhere, to any ally on any place of the map once it's level 3, but like it still like has a little bit of a range before level 3. You can teleport to enemies as well, but they have to be like discovered, so somebody has to be able to see them, whether that be the God of Destruction, the Zeno, an ally. Somebody has to be able to see the enemy. If you select an ally, the cooldown is about 30 seconds, but if you select an enemy, then the cooldown for this move is only 10 seconds. And then the biggest thing that this offers is if you use this and then immediately use Kamehameha, then it will instantly fully charge the damage of your Kamehameha and give it even more damage than it normally does. So very, very good. Dragon Fist. This ult is the only ult in the game that you cannot get level 5. You have to get it at level 7. It is very, very good. It does a lot of damage, and it stays active for a decent amount of time. But that's about it for this character. Basically, you just want to go around firing Kamehamehas. And you get more damage whenever you're lower HP. But let's get into the game. Alright. Second attempt at doing a game with this character. I didn't include it in the video. Because at the very beginning of the game, our Majin Buu, or our support that we were playing with, just abandoned us, so we didn't have a second character. We were 2v1ing, and then on top of that, our DPS left the game, so we were once again 3v4ing, but at a significant disadvantage as our players were just not playing with us. So it ended up being a surrender like as soon as we could, because there was just no winning the game. But it's fine. We're getting into another one now. I should have put myself as going down, because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta has a lot of synergy with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But it's fine. So the meter underneath our health bar is what signifies when our powered up rush attack will be fired. So it's not super important for the character, because you're going to be using your Kamehameha more often than that. But it's still good to know. It's good to be aware of all of your meters in the game. So we're just going to go over here. Keep an eye. Krillin's right down there, so we can like... Alright. Pretty low health. We're just gonna come up here. We can get our skill 2. Go ahead and get our... like that. Alright. Shouldn't have held X there, that's why it canceled early on me, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Hit's going for the Krillin, so we might just, well. Krillin is down there again, so we can... I should have chased like normal, but it's all good. Bad play. So as you can see, we don't have our ultimate here, so we're going to level up our Kamehameha. You kind of want to focus the Kamehameha in this. It is his number one thing. The hit should be able to kill him here. Now we can upgrade the range of our IT. We tried to do Kamehameha there, but it didn't work for some reason. Well, they died because of tick damage from top, but it's fine. We're going to heal up here, and then we're going to IT here. Hit got him. Perfect. We didn't get the boss, but that's because we weren't focusing it. But the hit is going for tower, so it should be fine. Oh, I wasted my level up for my ultimate, but it's fine. Happens. You want to transform and then get your ultimate, because otherwise you don't have access to your ultimate until after. See the Krillin there. we'll get our ultimate after this, and then once we have our ultimate, we'll make sure to get the second boss. Alright. Now we can do this. Well, we didn't get the kill there, but we didn't get the boss, but we did get 2 kills. So now we just have to make sure we push. Which we do have the ability to do right now. So we're just gonna keep ratting. Very, very good. Very, very good. Our IT is still on a 30-second cooldown because we used it in our ratting, so not a particularly good spot for us, but it's fine. We do see the top is up there, so we can go deal with him accordingly. Alright. We're gonna get some damage on the tower. We can get cool thing about Krillin, or not cool thing, but bad thing about Krillin is that Krillin does not get his blind if you're not looking at him. So if you ever see a Krillin who's about to try and blind you, just stop looking at him. Alright, we have to go make sure that they do not get this boss, so that is what we're going to do now. They are pushing, which makes sense, but like I said, this boss very, very important, so alright, then we can do this. And the boss still has that much left, so we're just gonna... Alright, we might die here, but... Oh, I could have used IT. Bad play on me. I could have used IT, but it's all good. They didn't get boss, and we've gotten a tower. In that situation, you should be popping your IT. Alright, we got the assist and a team kill. So now we can just... There we go. Simple as that. And that's basically how to play the character. We made a few misplays and mistakes. We could have kept our snowball stacks. We didn't have to die, but we didn't do bad. The hit was also doing pretty good. But we got, well, we didn't do over 100,000 damage, but we got 60,000 tower damage. We were kind of ratting more often than not, but we got 11 assists. We were definitely in those fights. He's actually very much in the meta for all of the things that I showed off, like the IT, being able to just jump around the map, being able to have like a really good ult. We saw what he did to Ribrianne, who is like the tankiest boss in the game. All of these things just make him a very good DPS. And all of his damage is energy damage, which is the meta damage right now. Or it is definitely the meta. Basically any long-ranged energy user is pretty good right now. But yeah, that's Super Saiyan 3.